And it starts with having a slow and inefficient business, and it ends with an AI first business. And here's the things you need to do. You need to do strategic planning. You need to implement and build it out, and then you need to launch it and maintain it. So funny thing is, we're talking about automation, and automation is not even on the first line of things that you do, the actual technical piece. It's actually much later in the process. Before you even go into your Zapier, before you go into make.com, N8N, any automation engine, or before you build an AI agent, or you do any of these things that that the end result that you always see, you need to do some surface level planning to make it happen. So you need to know what your result is. What is the desired result that you want from automating something? I'm actually just got off a call talking about automations with Manisha from our team, and she's like, "What's the result you want?" And I said, "I want it so that when I want something where I can create my tool of the day post, but not have to spend all this time copying and pasting it, putting it into LinkedIn, putting it onto Circle like I've been doing. It takes me a lot more time than I want it to. Can we make that faster?" And she's like, "Yeah, I already see it in my head how we can do that." But if I didn't say what the result was, and if I hadn't done this process before, chances are she wouldn't be able to see it in her head, and chances are we'd have a lot of gridlock. So you need to know what the result is. And you need to know the business process. The next thing is, I'm doing it right now manually. In order to automate it, you have to have some manual precedent and success. So she can't automate something out of my head unless I tell her what needs to be automated. And so I need to document my business process before the people who are really good at automation can do that. Next, we have a feasibility analysis. Is this something that we can automate? Is this something that is even reasonable to automate, or does it not make sense? Are you saying you want to automate it, but you just don't like doing it, and it's not going to save the company a lot of effort if you do that? Technical blueprint. Okay, now that we've talked about that it's feasible, how do we do this technically? So that's where you actually create your mind map, your map of what you're going to do. I'll show you an example of that shortly. Build. Okay, step 5 is to actually build this thing out, to go into your automation engines and make something happen. A lot of homework needs to happen. A lot of measure twice, cut once needs to happen before you can build something out. You validate it. Okay, does this make sense? Is this working how we want it to work? And then, okay, now that we've launched it, we got to observe this. Is it happening how we want it to? Can we improve it? And then can we scale it? And so when you look at it this way, the cool thing is that ultimately scale is the final step. People talk about scale all the time. They talk about automation. What they see is step number 9. But where they fall short is that they don't do the first 8 steps, or they start at step 5, which they're building. Trust me, I do this all the time because I'm a nerd.